Hi everyone, let's get started. We are back live. We were live yesterday. Coming back today. We're gonna be doing some Long Island Railroad, possibly some Bakerloo and some more Munich to Augsburg. But we're gonna start off with Long Island Railroad, the M7. So let's get started right now. How's it going, Tame and Dahlia? What's going on? And I was just getting all the stream stuff set up. We're good now. We're about to head into the game. So let's jump in right now. We're going to be doing a service from we're going to be doing one from Atlantic Terminal to Hempstead in the M3 to start off the stream. Let's get some current weather going. Alright, that should be good. Let's get it going. I believe we're going to be picking the 9:10 service. What's good, Lord of the Saints? We just started the stream, so you ain't missed much. Alright, let's get started. We're going to be using the M3. Oh, really? You got Munich to Augsburg? Yeah, it's a good route. I was playing on my free time a little bit yesterday after the stream. I really do like the route. I tried to make a new livery for the BR423, and unfortunately there's an issue with the livery designer where it only puts the livery on the first 4 cars of the train instead of all of them. So my livery was kind of useless. But I do like the route. It's unique. A lot of services. Let's go turn the marker lights off in the back, the marker lights on in the back of the train. If you are watching this stream and you're new to the channel, anyone, you know, click the like button, hit subscribe, check out some of the other types of content I got on this channel. Got some pretty cool stuff here, and some more stuff planned for later on, so be on the lookout. Turn the ATC and the alerter on, and we should be good to go. Let's get our brake test going. Our brakes is good, so we gotta stop at Nostrand Avenue next. People be saying Munich is laggy on console, but I was getting about 40 FPS on my 1X. What's good, Tame and Dahlia? Munich to Augsburg is a little laggy on console. It's not too laggy. When I was playing it last night, I've noticed that the lag only occurs when you're coming out of Augsburg a little bit, but it's mostly when you're coming into Munich. Other than that, the lag isn't bad. Get a pretty solid frame rate, around 30-40 FPS when you're not around Munich and Augsburg. But I noticed when I was coming into Munich last night, I was getting about like 13 to 15 FPS. So I think it's all the signals around Munich. It really takes a toll on consoles. But on the next gen systems, people have been saying that it runs at a smooth 60 FPS. So I'm looking forward to that when I do get the PS5, whenever it's back in stock, that is. I'm looking forward to seeing how it performs on next gen. I think it's the pantographs. I mean, there is a lot of pantographs coming into the station. I honestly think it's the signals, because I remember Matt saying there was over 1,000 signals or something like that coming into Munich. And when you look on the map, there's a whole bunch of signals around the Munich area, like Munich Passing and the main station. There's a lot of signals. What I did notice is where the S-Bahn, the S3 and the S4 trains end in Munich, where it goes into the tunnel where you can't go any further, I noticed that there's more signals down there that the player never sees. So there's a lot of unnecessary object placement in Munich that's probably causing lag. But the pantographs could be another thing, because there's a whole bunch of pantographs around that area. And it would cause a lot of lag, like you said. It would cause a lot of lag and a lot of frame drops, because the pantograph isn't just like scenery. It's carrying all the electricity, and the game actually simulates the electricity coming out of the pantographs and the overhead catenary wires. So we're still limited to about 5 miles an hour. We should be able to pick up speed real soon here. Yeah, we should be able to pick up speed. get up to 15. So later on in the stream, we might try out the Bakerloo Line a little bit, do some services on the Bakerloo, and we might go back to Munich, Augsburg, and check out some of the other services, maybe a scenario for S-Bahn. DTG could have done a lot better with the M3. They definitely could have. The sounds are not realistic, to say the least. The door sounds, the realest one, like the most noticeable one is what I'm trying to say. The door sounds is just not accurate at all. They reused the M7 door sounds instead of the real M3 door sounds. I would say it's because of the virus and all that, but the M3 came out just before they started shutting everything down, I believe. So it couldn't have been that. They could have done much better. Much better. Control C and V. Yeah, they just copied and pasted it. Basically. Same with the horn sounds. Like, this is the same horn from the M7. We're about to be coming out of the tunnel here soon. Another thing they could have done better with as a whole on Livery is the tunnels. Now, the tunnels aren't like your normal, like, cut and cover subway tunnels, but they don't look exactly like this. I have noticed when you're on the M3 looking out the front window, you can see the tunnel a little bit, and they don't look exactly like this. But as I've said this on the forums, DTG forums, many times before. They kind of disrespected us with the way they made Livery. It's not the best round in the game. Far from it. Especially with the way they recreated it. The worst part is they ain't make functioning bathrooms. I mean, if you watch the streams, Sam has been advocating for a long time to make restrooms and bathrooms and all that usable in the game. They don't want to add it for some odd reason. I think it would cause a lot of unnecessary possible frame drops, you know, when you actually use some of the stuff in the bathroom in the game. Or people would just get upset if the train's bathroom is modeled incorrectly. This would be a nice pick from right here. Penn Station's tunnels. Yeah, I can only say that about Penn Station's tunnels because, and I think they reused them from the Amtrak DLC from, what's it called? From Northeastern Corridor. I like this shot right here. I might have to grab a quick screenshot of this. I like that. And of course, they moved me out the way. I gotta get a quick screenshot of this. This is nice. Alright, ready to leave. They could have gotten the traction motor sound a little bit better though. They ain't get that fully correctly, I noticed. It seems like they didn't really go out and capture the sounds for the M3. It's like they try to recreate the sounds with whatever system they have. It's not good. They should have just gone out, gotten the sounds for the M3, sent someone, or asked the MTA for some sound recordings of the M3. There's no reason for it to sound as unrealistic as it does. And it's crazy how there's so many bugs with the M3 that they've never fixed in the game. You've never been on the M3? I've been on the M3 once. And it was a Metro North M3. But I've seen many videos of the M3 on LIWR. I've seen the front window views and all that. The A30ACs and M7s. Yeah, I like the M7s a lot. Preferably the M7As with Metro North, and the M8s. I just like the kind of loose color scheme on the front instead of the yellow. But I've never actually seen a D30AC. I've seen them in videos, but not in real life. Yeah, the M8s would be nice to see in train sim. I mean, hopefully they could recreate the Hudson line and the New Haven line in TSW. Recreate those routes from train sim. What's up, Jeesh? Or Mr. Kenway, I should say. That's the moderator symbol. What's up, Panseer Ducket? How you doing? We're about to be coming up on East New York here. I think that's our next stop. Grand Central to Stanford is probably what they would do. New Haven is too long for them. I think they do the New haven line up into the pantograph switch with the M8s. I think they'll go about that far with it, and then they'll end the line. Because DTG is notorious for not building the full line out. The full ductlet, sorry. Chat is very interesting right now. I might have to use that picture in the thumbnail. So M7 brakes or M3 brakes. I prefer the M7s. I think that's because I have more experience with the M7s than the M3s. But one thing I do like about the M3 is this handle, the throttle lever. It reminds me of the R62s. I like that the throttle lever where you have the separate throttle and brake. I like that one. But that's what that reminds me of. The M7 reminds me of the new technology ones. I don't like the new technology trains and all that. I like dealing with the old stuff. One thing I wish Dovetail did get right though, like what sounds in general, is that the noise should get lower when you close the windows. You know, the whole point of having a window open is number one, for air, and number two, so you won't hear as much noise, you know. The sound should change depending on if you have the windows open or not, but they're also notorious for horrible sound design, so, I mean, nothing we could really do there. I just hope they'll look for us, for the rail fans and stuff, like, try and get the real sounds. sounds is really what turns people off from the routes. I believe we're good to start accelerating up to the 70-mile-an-hour speed limit. We have a 60 on right there, but I believe that's going to change with the next ATC block. Friend is going to put a G train livery on the M3. I mean, they'll try and make it look like a R46, right? I can't even look at the trains to see anything. I mean, I'm not really sure there's much you can do with it to make it look like an actual subway train, you know, because you would have to make it look like the R46 or a 68. And I don't know, maybe you could put the G-Train road sign on the front, maybe some MTA branding on the sides. Not really sure. That's all when they do release delivery design or compatibility for the older reserve trains. I'm still waiting for the 377 to be able to be used with delivery design. So I want to put a GWR skin on it and use some GWR in replacement of the Class 166. How are you liking your new position as a moderator in the subreddit, though? It's cool. I mean, there isn't much to really do. It doesn't get too crazy, you know. With the occasional argument, you know, some things happen, but it doesn't get too overwhelming. You're still getting reused to Reddit. Yeah, I can understand. Yesterday, when I meant change your user flare, I meant change your user flare to moderator. I didn't mean change a user flare. By the way, how often the subway trains over there? Subway trains over here come about every 2 to like 7 minutes. It depends on the line. The train that I'm driving right now actually isn't a subway train. It's more of a commuter rail train. It comes every maybe 5 to 15 minutes. So I believe we gotta start slowing down here. We're coming up on a clear signal, which I think drops us down to 40 mile an hour limit. 5 minutes on weekdays. Yeah, that's like the average time. That's like the average. I'm just giving like a time frame, you know, 5 minutes to like 7 minutes. We're gonna have to start slowing down for the 15 coming into Jamaica. But I'm just saying like 2 to 7 minutes. You know, the 7 train comes pretty frequently with CBTC. I've seen 7 trains come every 2 to 3 minutes with flush line. But when you get to lines like, let's say the G, it comes maybe every 18 minutes. For right now, at least. And maybe 2 minutes and 90 minutes. That's facts. Especially right now, like the subway is wild right now. Trains have never come. I see this one video. Dude took a picture of the countdown clock, and it said 26 minutes for the next A train. It's crazy. Our commuters, they are every 30 minutes, but they have a tendency of being late. So when you have a bus to catch, it's not good. That's messed up. That that sounds like how our subways are right now, actually. Well, how infrequent they are. When we get into Jamaica, I'm gonna turn down the game value. Might be a little too high. I think it's because, well, the M3 sounds unrealistic. Way too loud. Alright, let's turn down the game volume. I think 70 should be good. My friend had to wait 4 hours for LRR's train to Montauk. He missed the one he was supposed to catch by 2 minutes. That's messed up. Yo, conductors are real unforgiving. I'm telling you. I've seen a conductor shut the door in someone's face before. Like, I mean, you could say that's just New York, because it's like that even with the bus. Bus driver see you running up on the bus, just close the door. Wait for the next one. That's messed up. 4 hours for the next... Honestly, I would have went back home. Or if you was going home at that time, that's real messed up. I can't wait 4 hours for no train. I really can't. That's way too long to be waiting. Have to take a cab at that point. We're actually speeding through this run a little bit faster than I thought. Chat, in the future, Lord of Trains created a Discord. Would you join it? Go ahead and ask that question. You know, just in case I do create a Discord server. I'm totally not hinting at it right now, and I'm 100% being honest right now. I don't know. Look, I'm gonna be honest right now. If I were to create a Discord server, I would do it when I have at least 1,000 subs. Cause I honestly feel like a Discord server, you know, a place for the community to interact in, it wouldn't be good with just like 7 people in it. Cause let's be honest, the proportion of people that's coming from your actual YouTube channel to go into the Discord is gonna be like 10% of your YouTube channel. So right now, if I were to have a Discord server for the community, like for my channel's community, there wouldn't be a lot of people in it. I just don't think it's worth it right now, at least. You know, maybe in the future, open up a little Discord server for the community interacting. Who knows? Maybe it'll work well if Trainsim ever has a multiplayer mode in the future. Who knows? True, hence why I said in the future, yeah. But the thing is, like, the way I am, you know, I probably wouldn't even look at the Discord that much. I already have to worry about the whole subreddit. Gotta worry about my channel, thinking of new ideas for videos, worrying about when I'm going to live stream next, because I'm gonna try and start live streaming a little bit more in the future, you know. I think this is kind of chill, interact with some of y'all. So I believe we were stopping at Hollis. I don't remember if Long Island City, Penn Station. There's nothing to do in Long Island City. It's just a bunch of hipsters and Starbucks every 2 blocks. I mean, but ain't Long Island City starting a redevelopment project? Penn Station is completely different. I love a multiplayer, but I think we're a bit far from that. Well, remember, they did promise us a multiplayer mode. streaming is a good way to get more viewers, mainly because people like interactions. Alright, let me go down the line because those were a lot of comments. Number one, Long Island City is starting a redevelopment project. That's why the 7 train looks so cool when it's going through Long Island City. I would love to go to Long Island City and rail fan there for a band to catch the R180S. Next question. Streaming is a good way to get more viewers, mainly because people like interactions. Definitely. Yo, yesterday from that one stream, I gained 4 subs yesterday. I was looking at my my little stat sheet and it was like, yo, you're gonna have 1,000 subs by October of next year. Now, I'm trying to cut that time down, you know, until like September, August, July, you know. Because once I get 1,000 subs, we gonna start grinding on this channel for real. There will be too many trolls. Number one, remember, they did promise us multiplayer mode that we never got. It's crazy. They lied to us, basically. Let's be honest. There will be too many trollers. Yeah, I do think that as well, because think of all the people that would be trying to crash trains into other trains. I would not like that. But it would be cool to be an operator and have one of your friends or someone else, you know, being a conductor on the train. That would be kind of cool, especially at a station like this where the platform is shorter. Especially at a station like this where the platform is shorter and the last 2 cars are out of the station. But right now you just got to RP, roleplay, like if you had a conductor on the train. Oh, you was talking about Long Island City because, oh, I see what you mean now. I've honestly never seen any trains go to Long Island City, go through Long Island City, like to Hunters Point Station. I've never seen any LIRR trains go that way. Honestly. I do know Sunnyside Yard is over there. Yesterday I was trying out the BR423 in the scenario planner, however you want to say it. I was trying that out in Sunnyside Yard, like running through Hunters Point Ave. Not an overshoot, just in London Underground stop. Facts. Yo, London Underground be freaking me out when I be seeing the last car train outside the platform. It be looking like the door is open, but I be forgetting they have ATO and selective door operation. They all fancy over there with their nice little technology. Over here at 145th Street, when the 3 train stops, the conductor has to look at multiple sides to know not to open the back doors and only open the first 5 cars. I've seen mad people get confused at 145th Street, not knowing that the back 5 doors don't open. That's one of the unique things I do like about the 3 train. It has some of the shortest platforms that's still in use in the system. I would say South Ferry is on that list, but South Ferry isn't used anymore, the old station. But yeah, that was a London Underground stop right there. That's what makes me really want the Underground is so dynamic, so what's the word I'm looking for? Unique. You know, I would love to drive an S7 stop on the Circle Line, coming into Edgewood Road, Barbican, Mansion House, one of those stations, you know. Or maybe TML Studios, I believe that's the name of them. TML Studios can give us a port of World of Subways, preferably World of Subways 4. You know, we need that 7 train. 5 trains still go through the South Ferry Loop. I know that. We're about to overrun the station, by the way. Yeah, the platform is abandoned, though. That's, the 5 trains only use that when they're going via Bowling Green. That's how they turn around after Bowling Green. We're about to overrun the station a little bit. London Underground stop? Look at that. Another London Underground stop. Might have to change my name to Lord of the Underground. Anyways, though, yeah, the 5 train goes through the abandoned South Ferry platforms. That's how it flips around at Bowling Green and comes back up town. I didn't even notice you left. I thought you would just be quiet in the chat, honestly. I think we closed the doors a little bit too early there. Nope, next stop, Floral Park. So now we gotta deal with these signals up here. I always get confused with these signals up here. Because sometimes they drop you down to 60, sometimes they don't. That looks like a clear signal, so we should be still good for 80. City Hall loop a year ago. It is legal, I know that. It looks better than any station that's not on 2nd Avenue. 34th Street, Hudson Yards. Jamaica Van Wyck. 21st Street, Queensbridge. Parsons Archer. 53rd Street on E and M. I could name many stations that looks a little bit better than City Hall. But I went through the City Hall loop before as well. I know it's legal. I know it's legal. I remember the R142 Hayes had an announcement like, this is the last southbound stop on the train. The next stop is Brooklyn Bridge on the northbound platform. Then it was like, you can't ride in between cars, something like that. But I remember riding it through the loop. It was very interesting, you know, to see all the oldest station in the system, the literal first station. It's also nice when you're taking a 6 train between Spring Street, no, not Spring Street, between Canal Street and Brooklyn Bridge, how you can see the old Worth Street station. I think it's nice that the MTA didn't just like build more tunnel over those stations. You know, you can still see the remainders. I guess the remainders of the station, you know? Kind of like 91st Street on the 1 train as well. My ears got killed, but it sounded nice. Yeah, the 6 trains are pretty loud going through that tunnel. There's mad stations and mad places on the system where the screeching sound is mad loud. Really like South Ferry on the 1 and the 5. In that S curve, I don't know the stations. I think it's Crescent Street on the J and the Z. The main reason why the 46s and the 68s can't run on the line. Our next and last stop is Hempstead, and I accidentally pressed the pause button. So we're running an express service, it seems, which means we get to fly by the stations. You're working on something, so you might be quiet. Sounds weird coming from you, honestly. I ain't even peep we had 8 likes on this. Hold up. That's what's up. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for liking the stream. I'll definitely be doing more of these in the future. I'm thinking on doing another one next week I might be playing Bus Simulator, you know, with my steering wheel. Might do some of that. 157 subs. That's what's up. Yo, I'm telling you, man. This community is growing. I'm telling you, this community. I really do appreciate all the support, like all the subs I've been getting. I really do appreciate that. I'm telling you, just the other day I was at 139, and I was staring at that sub count, like yo, when is it gonna reach 150? When is it gonna reach 150? Then it reached 150, I think last night or the night before last. I was like, word. Then I looked at it 1 or 2 in the morning. I seen I had 154. I was like, yo, this really growing, no cap. Like, I'm excited for what the future has in store. You know, minus all the issues in the world right now. But I'm excited because I really do think we could turn this community into something. You got that game? I'm assuming you're talking about Bus Simulator? Yeah. It's a cool game. I mean, I'm starting to get tired with it because all I'm doing is going around the same map over and over again with the same bus lines. I can't wait for Bus Sim 21, honestly. I'm going to play that game so much. Why did you want to start YouTube and streaming? So I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. Like, full honesty here. I started YouTube in the first place on my other channel in 2018 because I seen that it was this one YouTuber. It was a kid reviewing toy videos. He had $12 million. I was like, wow, you can make all this money off of YouTube. And over time, you know, as my views were starting to build up and I was noticing I was starting to like it a little more, it really started this year when my channel really started to grow more. When I started doing TSW2 stuff, I started thinking about, I was like, why am I doing this only for the so I can make money off of this? You know, I want to do this for the fun. You know, it's fun making videos. You know, you can see yourself grow over time. What wheel I got? Yes, that's the channel I'm talking about. Ryan's Toys Review. I got the Thrustmaster T80 Ferrari 488 GTB edition. In non-car person terms, I got a Ferrari steering wheel from Thrustmaster. Ryan's Toys Review, yeah, that's the channel I was talking about. I was looking at that, I was like, really? You can make all this money off of YouTube? That's what really made me start. But now, I'm not doing it only for the money. I'm doing this to really grow the community into something because I have goals, you know. There's certain things I want to do in life, you know. I want to have my own company. I want to create games and then play my own games on stream, you know. I want to do that type of stuff. Who knows? Maybe I could join up with Dovetail. Alright, here's where I am with cars, right? I'm not going to say I'm a car person. However, I'm partially knowledgeable with cars. I know what a V8 is. I know what a V6 is. I'm not going to say I can tell you how many cylinders this car has or how much horsepower a Bugatti Chiron has, but I'm fairly knowledgeable with cars. You know, when I get enough money in the future and I finally get my driver's license, I want a Dodge Charger, honestly, a red eye. But I wouldn't say I'm like a real car person. I'm not hardcore into cars and stuff. Of course. Oh, yo, guys, if y'all into cars and stuff, one of my friends, he's starting up a YouTube channel called Kronos MM. Mystic Jeesh just put it in the chat, the name of it. You can search it up. He hasn't posted any videos yet, but he want to get into the car YouTuber kind of space. Logitech G29 with an Ace Lift design wheel mod because I play F1 a lot. It helps so much. Yeah, I mainly wanted my steering wheel because, you know, I was playing a lot of Bus Simulator and Truck Driver and stuff, and I got the crew and my racing games and stuff, but I mainly wanted to, like, I wanted to experience how it really feels to hold a, you know, to really drive, because I've driven before, and it wasn't in America, but I've driven before, and I've, you know, been behind the wheel, and that experience when I was first learning how to drive, I wanted to experience that when I was playing Bus Sim. What platform? Oh, y'all talking about amongst ourselves. Alright, so I believe our ATC just shut off. So I'm about to turn off the ATC if I can get it in my sights. Hope the dead man's head doesn't come up. Don't they have crossplay between Xbox and PlayStation now, or is that for only certain games? I'm kind of sworn they was implementing crossplay. If so, then y'all can still meet up online or something. I could have sworn they had crossplay between platforms. Although that might be for certain games. I know they got it for Call of Duty and I think Fortnite. I was doing lessons, but I had to stop because of world issues. That's funny how you was doing lessons on that, but you had to stop because of world issues. And I started my guides and lessons because of the world issues. Crazy how things work out. Certain games. Word. So they ain't got it for all? It's messed up. I don't understand. If they can make it happen for certain games, they can make it happen for all games. That might have been the fastest I've ever gone to Hempstead, honestly. Last stop on this train. Everyone please leave the train. Thank you for riding with MTA Long Island Railroad. Another thing they got wrong. These are New Jersey Transit ticket machines. Not Long Island Railroad. Any percent speed. Oh, this is about to be a lit picture right here. Hold up. Let's see if I can line this up well. Look at that. Cousins. The M7 and the M3. Let's lock our doors. Stand clear. That was kind of quick. So, I don't know how we only got a silver medal on that. I call bull. But sure, whatever. So we're gonna hop on the Bakerloo Line. And which way should we go? Harrow and Wellstone or towards Elephant and Castle? Start at Elephant and Castle. Alright. So we're going northbound. Should we use one of these liveries? You know, I've been doing some liveries lately. Hi guys, how is your day? My day been good so far. I've been just looking at my YouTube channel, thinking of how much I can grow. Rail driver controllers. I wish they worked on console, you know. When Dovetail figures out how to get it to work on console, or the manufacturers of rail driver gets to make it work on console, then we'll make it work on. Then I will really think about it. You know, I like how rail driver looks. I think it'll help me with the German trains and PZB. But with it not being available on consoles, that's whack. All right, we are starting at Elephant and Castle. Should we pick one of these liveries? What liveries The original, the alternate underground, or my city one. I'll let y'all pick between those three. Alright, we got 2 for the alternate livery. Going once, going twice. We are sold. Alternate underground livery. Hey Siri, what's the weather in London?
It's currently clear and 43 degrees in London, England. Expect partly cloudy skies starting tonight. Temperatures will be fairly consistent, averaging about 41 degrees.
Alright, so we're going. You like the city one? So I'm guessing y'all split between alternate and city. Just tell me if I'm right here, so we don't click on the service before then. I'm drinking Pepsi like every day. Wait, so you're picking the city livery, or you're going alt? I'm confused. You just said you like city, but you said same to alt. I just want to know if we gotta have a coin flip here. You don't mind? I guess we go on alternate then, since we already got that selected. And we're gonna start at Elephant Castle. We're gonna go all the way up to Heron Weldstone. We're gonna go all the way up to Heron Weldstone from Elephant Castle. I just want to see. I think I'm gonna choose this service. It's departing about 5 minutes after this service right here, so we might encounter some yellow signals. I love how it says short service, even though there's 25 stations along. How you gonna change as we're picking the service? It's too late. I'm sorry. We doing alternate from E&C to H&W. Oh, we was just at 11 people in. That's what's up. If y'all watching the stream and y'all haven't already, click the like button. If you new to the channel, new to the stream, hit the subscribe button. You know, check out other types of content I got on this channel. And did I just see rain in the tunnel? All right, what's up? G4. Control key, control switch. Let's get our windows opened up so we can hear. So what I like to do is I like to put the fan speed up here. You know, sometimes I'll put the temperature on high if we got the windows open. Hold on. If you guys listen closely right here, I think you can hear the HVAC or something. That's cool. I like that. Prefer modern on older routes. It depends on the train, honestly. As I've said before, I like the M3 over the M7, like in real life, you know. But I'm more experienced with the M7 in Train Sim World. Number one, because it came out before the M3, and number two, because and number two because what was I saying? And number two, oh, there we go. I'm all over the place. Number two, because the M3 is all messed up in the game. Jesus, I'm all over the place. It's difficult reading chat and setting up the train at the same time. Let's get our reverser in. Step and stand, clear the doors. Next stop will be London Road. Let's get our brake test set up. But when it comes down to other routes, like if they were to do another London Underground route, like let's say it was the Circle. Let's do our quick brake test. If they was to do another London Underground route like the Circle Line, I'd rather them do a mixed time period, so like maybe 2014, where they have both S stock and C stock. That would be kind of nice. See the old C stock running by with some S7s without ATO. That would be nice to see. Or if they do the District Line, it'd be nice to see the D stock. Pause. Yeah, I set the destination here on Weldstone. District line would be nice. You know, I like the subsurface lines a lot. I personally want the Circle or Metropolitan, but if they give us the district line, I'd definitely be cool with that. Let me close this window so you guys can still hear me. But if they give us the district line, I'll still be cool with that, honestly. It'd be nice to see the district line in the game. Honestly, I don't think the next route will be the district line, next London Underground route, mainly because of how big the district line is with multiple branches. And also, they did say that they was working on the Piccadilly and the Bakerloo. And there was a Geoff Marshall video. If you don't know who he is, he's a YouTuber, London. He does a lot of stuff with the London Underground and stuff, and TFL. He went to Dovetail Studios. He asked Matt a question about how did they choose the routes, and Matt said that they was originally working on the Piccadilly, but they had to switch to the Bakerloo, and I'm assuming they switched to the Bakerloo because number one, it's a shorter route, it was probably easier to do, and number two, it was probably easier to get reference on the 72 stock instead of the 73. But yeah, I think the Piccadilly will be next. That is if we do get another underground route, you know. What I like to do here, I'm not sure if I said it in my train guide video, but what I like to do here is I like to line up the monitors in the center window. Who doesn't love Geoff? Yo, his videos is lit. Especially when he spends, you know, 3 minutes talking about how many steps there are in the station. You know, it's just great. Nah, but his videos are nice, honestly. I like watching his videos is how I get my information on the London Underground, honestly, and sometimes the Overground, but he doesn't do enough Overground videos. But yeah, that's how I get all my information on the Underground. His videos are nice. I kind of want to, let me calm down. I kind of want to do some videos like his on my channel, but specifically for New York instead of London. So I'm thinking some videos like maybe what's the least used station on the 1 line or the 6 line. What's the oldest station in the system? How does it look? Um, some abandoned station videos. I don't know. I'm thinking of new ideas. You know, I don't want to just stick to train sim. I want to branch out a little bit. I am from New York, and I want to, you know, show off what the city got, the history of stuff in the city. North Circular Shopping Center. One thing I do wish is that on consoles, the textures were a little bit of higher quality. You sure it's Broad Channel or not Aqueduct Racetrack? It'd make more sense if it was Aqueduct Racetrack, honestly. Because Broad Channel, you know, I'm thinking people were using if they needed to go to JFK, take the A train to Broad Channel, and then hop on the air train, you know. That's the usefulness of Broad Channel, connecting with the air train from the A line. So I can't really see that being the oldest station in the system, but who knows? New York is a big place. The oldest state, the least used station in the system could still be very popular. You love the sounds in the Bakerloo. The sounds in the Bakerloo are nice. They could have done better, honestly. I say that a lot about Dovetail, but yeah, I did get that station wrong, and I just noticed that was Howard Beach, JFK Airport. I noticed that as I was saying that. I didn't want to say anything about it. I didn't want to say anything about it. I didn't want to bring that to attention, but I noticed I got that wrong as I was saying that. What I was trying to say was, the sounds in the Bakerloo, yeah, they are kind of nice. They could have done better. I think the traction motor noise is a little bit too loud, and they could have added track noise. Those are the only two problems I really have with the Bakerloo. They could have added track noise. Because the London Underground has track noise. It's not just continuously welded rail. You've seen the boys. Now I've heard about it though. I don't watch too many shows, honestly. Like, I've really just gotten into starting to watch shows, but as surprising as this might seem, I don't have the time for that, honestly. You know, I have to deal with schoolwork sometimes. I'm worrying about the channel, the subreddit, and I'm currently watching some other series right now that I really need to catch up with, and rewatching some multiple series, you know, if you can call it multiple series. Look at that perfect stopping position. It's great. Gotta love the Bakerloo. Gotta love the 72 stock. Anyways, you said it was a small island with some beach houses. So City Island, right? City Island just in Queens. Sounds about right. Oops. Just, there's a train station on it. I'm rewatching Avatar, watching Avatar and Legend of Korra. Let me tell you, Avatar is lit. Avatar: The Last Airbender. I've been watching it since the original, like 2007. Like, that was. Let me load my belly. that was one of my favorite shows, and it's still one of my favorite shows of all time. Like, one of my favorite shows. Legend of Korra, I ain't like it as much as Avatar. I still think it's a cool show though, honestly. Legend of Korra, she might not be the best Avatar, but she's still cool. Like, but I think that show really fell off at the end of season 3 with Kavera, I believe, the metal bender. When they brung Toph back, after that, I think the series started falling off. Sorry if I just spoil. I ain't really spoil anything, honestly. Just know that Toph is something. I wouldn't call that a spoiler, so you're still good for the series. I haven't really said anything about it. So you're still good, okay? Don't be upset at me. I'm for real. But both of those shows are good. It had no reason being on Nickelodeon. Way too high quality. That's facts. I mean, when you get older and you start realizing some of the things they do in the show and say in the show, you start realizing, you start thinking to yourself, why was this on Nickelodeon? Like, did they not see this? I mean, Avatar is lit. And you know, I don't, a lot of people consider it an anime. I don't consider it an anime. I consider it just a regular cartoon because there's a lot of things that differ. Number one, it's mainly in English. Number two, it doesn't have the same kind of art style, you know, way different. And number three, it's on Nickelodeon. Like, that was its original airing place, made in America. Yeah, it's not, but a lot of people consider it an anime though. Like, there's a big argument between whether it's an anime or whether it's just a cartoon. I'm with the cartoon. Like, it's a cartoon. But you can see it's definitely, like, the art style is somewhat based off of animes, but it's not fully copying, like, the anime type of art style. Why aren't you watching Legend of Korra? Hold up. What's your issue with Legend of Korra? Korra it's a fine show, yo. They do a lot of things with old characters at towards the middle of the story. And your favorite character Iroh is in it, fool. So you gotta watch that. We talked about this. I never noticed how chill the Bakerloo could be on stream. I'm really getting used to how close together the stations are. Alright, we're approaching Regent's Park. One thing I can't complain about is Class 166 sounds. Yeah, the new updated 166 sounds, those is nice. But my issue with that is, if Adam was able to put the new sounds into Class 166, why couldn't he do it for the M3? Why couldn't he do it for the 72 style? Since that's now a preserved thing. Why couldn't he do it for, you know, the older trains? I don't understand. But he didn't do it because the Class 166 was his favorite train in the game? I don't understand that. It shouldn't be developer bias whether they want to give trains the real sounds or not. You know what I mean? It's mad foggy outside. I might take a look after this station. That's facts, it is foggy. I just unsubbed from 200 random channels. Yo, when I was reading that just now, I just read 200 people unsubscribed from you. Yo, you was about to make me click on the next tab so fast. No, for real though, I used to. Oh, damn, that's a sharp turn. I used to be like, I'm only subscribed to like 80 people, right? Because after a while, there's a lot of YouTubers that just don't post that often. And now I'm subscribed to like 160 people. And every time I go into my sub box, I see mad unnecessary videos that I know I'm never gonna watch. We reached 158 subs. Thank you, everyone. Getting real close to that 200 number. She just walked on the train as the doors were closed. Right. Never unsubbing from her. I don't care how many. I don't know how many people I'm subbed to. I think when you go into your sub box on mobile, I believe it says it at the top of the page. And if you're on TV, I believe it says it at the top of the page as well. I'm sub from people I don't watch no more. I miss some channels. I had to start unsubscribing from bad people too. In-game character conversations. What do you mean? I just have food, that point of view, Dutch train driver, and F1. I kind of want to do some point of view train driving too. If, you know, who knows, an opportunity in MTA might open up soon. I might be up there soon. I might have to do some point of views if they allow me to do so. And even if they don't allow me to do so, I probably still will. I'll probably do one with the IRT. I mean, like, the people in the train ain't on mute. Let me tell you something, right? Here's what I want you to do, right? I want you to type in Dovetail Live Forums, right? I want you to go to Train Sim World, and I want you to go into suggestions, right? And put everything you want to see the passengers do, right? And I bet you someone will go in there and tell you why we can't have it. There you go. Sorry to say it like that, but that's how annoying it gets with the passengers. Like, I want to see passengers have fights on the train. I want to have passengers hold my doors. I want all of that stuff. But I mean, Yo, like him, the Dutch train driver? Sure. I mean, how do Dutch trains look? I might have to search it up. Hold on. Look at those perfect stopping positions, yo. I'm telling you, I'm master operator up in here. Let me see how them Dutch trains look, though. Dutch train. Ooh. Ooh. The train I'm currently looking at reminds me of the new Amtraks. The new rolling stock Amtrak just got for the Acela. Our next stop is London Paddington, where you cannot connect to the GWR for some odd reason. You can connect with the Circle Line, the District Line, not the Hammersmith and City Line, and possibly something else. Mind the gap between the train and the platform. I hear another train on the opposite track. Yep, there it is. Podcast channel. You know you're supposed to be starting the podcast channel, right? Ah, damn, I keep hitting this mic. It's right near my hand. I'm sorry if it sounds bad. I keep hitting my mic by accident. Podcast channel. First of all, what is there even to talk about on the podcast right now? That's number one. Like, and number two, I'm still waiting for them sound files of what do we agree on with them sound files for the podcast? You see, according to my contact, I may not make any American routes in the near of International Mountain Gazelle Day if it falls on the Tuesday. What? Hold up. Oh, yo, I was looking at that like, I don't know what the hell is this dude typing in the chat. No computer and no internet. Yeah, those are the real dovetail excuses, like all the time. Some stupid excuse, honestly. I don't want to call it stupid, but like for real, it really is stupid sometimes. Like the things they come up with, and I could tell dovetail is really starting to change. It might honestly be upper management that's forcing them to be this way. I could tell they really starting to or wanting to change, you know, with the way Sam's been acting lately. But nothing's gonna change if they don't fix the head of the company, you know. I don't see anything changing anytime soon, really. With the way they are with American routes and what the community asks for. They have been changing the way they make routes, though. That has me excited for the future of TSW. I like looking at the TGV route, you know, dynamic weather, even if it's only on one scenario. They got some rain, how it shows on the platforms and stuff. You'll be back. I see you in a bit then. Next stop is Maida Vale. We should be coming up on the end of the underground portion, so we be coming to the above ground, overground, whatever you want to call it. It's still ground portion. You know, when you're going through these tunnels at 30 miles an hour, you really notice how slow subway trains go. I'm actually hyped for your channel's growth. I'm hyped too, honestly. Listen to the hype, to the excitement in my voice. Nah, but for real, ooh. Ayo, if any of y'all watch this one YouTuber, I gotta shout him out. His name is B Squeaklehausen. BSQUIKLE Hausen. He does, damn, That's crazy. Emergency brake application. Alright, excuse me for a minute. I gotta make these announcements to the passengers. Ladies and gentlemen, we have overrun the last station's platform. The first 2 cars of the train will not open the doors at this station. Please exit through the last 5 cars. I'm trying to play the first Kingdom Hearts game, and I'm trying to figure out how to get into the Coliseum. I've never played Kingdom Hearts. I've heard a lot of good things about it. But back to what you were saying, Mystic Jish, Edward Kenway. Anyways, though, yeah, you have been here sort of from the beginning. You've definitely been here from the beginning on my other channel. But I'm hyped for the growth too. This last week has had some crazy growth on this channel. Like I was not expecting it. Like, and it all came from one video. That was why should New York City Subway be in Train World? And I knew I wanted to make that, you know, I don't want to call it a clickbaity thumbnail because it wasn't really a clickbaity thumbnail. It was more of like, what's going to go down in this video, right? I wanted to make that type of thumbnail for it. And I was thinking, well, this thumbnail probably ain't going to work for it. And then the first day it gets 100 views. And I'm like, okay, that's what's up. And now it's sitting at just over 300 in YouTube Studio. It's obviously going to show different on YouTube app or web page, but I'm definitely excited for the future growth of this channel. And we want to enter this station much slower since we overran the last station by about a car. I wish they had passenger announcements on this route, honestly. But yeah, if we look at my statistics right now, if I can refresh them, like it's really telling me right now, like you gonna be at 200 subs by, I'm looking on Social Blade and it says February 12th I'm gonna reach 200. But on vidIQ it's telling me January 2nd, so I believe vidIQ more. But for real, I'm really excited. Like my last video did a little too well. I'm questioning it right now. I should have made $4 yesterday. Like what? It's crazy. Start the if you like this video, consider subscribing for more content like this. Also, if you like this video, consider subscribing for more content like this. Also, hit the like button. It helps promote my videos. Enjoy the video or stream if you're watching it live. I think I've been subbed since 100 subs on your second channel. Yeah, 100 subs. I remember that. I was staring at it. It was at 99. I was staring at it all night. I was like, so when is it going to hit 100? Oh, okay, we could turn it HUD off now. I was like, when is it going to hit 100? And it finally hit 100. I was like, that's what's up. I thought they put announcements. No. Nope. Classic Dovetail. I did not say that. Please do not sue me. I'm not saying anything bad about your company. Let's see if we can get a nice screenshot over here. I did not know we still had the stabling lights on. But no, they didn't put announcements on this route, unfortunately. I would have loved to, you know, press the 8 button and have it play next stop. Press the 5 button and have it play stand clear to the closing doors, you know. Or if I overrun a station, have it play a special announcement. I'd love to do that. But I do have, if you go back on my channel, like if you click my channel and go through my videos, I had, it's Dovetail, D-O-V-E. Next time you want to put that in the chat. FYI. I wished oh, what I was trying to say was in one of my older videos I had put announcements on this route. It was in while I was editing, you know, took the sound files and I put that in while I was editing the video to give it the kind of announcement type of feel. I I just hope they add in the future, but who knows? Maybe I will get a future contract with Dovetail. Maybe convince them to finally do something with New York. You know, I hope Matt's watching this stream. New York City Subway, please. We're looking for it. We would appreciate it greatly. Just remember that. We would also appreciate the Circle Line with the C stock and the S stock, or the District Line. You know, that'd be great. What would also be nice if y'all can add the Watford DC branch of the London Overground, and we can see it running down to Queen's Park. What would also be nice is if you can add the West Coast Main Line actually in the game. You have the tracks there, why can't you put the trains? Oh man. That's gonna come in a few years. Pause. IB Hard Games presents Templar Creed in the Scottish route. Yeah. Why not every country? That'd be nice. It'd be nice to see the some Japanese routes would be nice, or some in Australia, honestly. Subphonics. Everyone is great in here. I'm pretty sure, at least. You're just enjoying some nice London Underground, you know. The 72 stock with the custom livery on it. Someone has to tell that lady to stop standing and take a seat, you know. I'm gonna hit the brakes hard when we're coming into Kilburn Park in Kensal Green, so Panseer Ducket, keep that username. Now, what y'all want to do here, when you're coming into this station right here, you know, you want to overestimate these brakes, you know. You want to come into the station at 40 miles an hour and just hammer the brakes down, you know. You're not going to overrun the station at all. Just look at my masterful driving skills. Look at that. Perfect stopping position, too. London Euston and Milton Keynes would be nice. They could even put a pantograph for the 377 to make it realistic. Yeah. They could. They look. We gonna give a DTG quote right here, right? Yeah, we could, but we're not going to. I'm gonna play White Flag again. I always forget to finish it. You always say you're gonna finish White Flag. You never do. Maybe if you finally put the Black Flag back on it, you'll finish it. One thing I would like to mention about this tunnel, there's supposed to be lights in this tunnel. I've seen multiple videos of this right here. There's supposed to be some lights in the tunnel. You can actually slow down halfway down the platform at Kilburn Park and still stop in time. I'm not that reckless. I find myself always overrunning, I think it's South Kenton or Kenton. No, I think it's South Kenton. I always found myself overrunning that station. Sam. No, Sam's quote is, if it's not on the roadmap, it isn't coming. I always get upset when he says something like that, because it's like, I understand y'all can't give us a definite answer, but at least give us some other, at least change it up. If you don't want to give us the answer, I understand that, but change it up, bro. It's repetitive hearing, if it's not on the roadmap, it's not coming. Like, what? But then they're so he contradicted himself once, right? Because I believe he did say they wanted to do another thing with Amtrak soon. He said something like that. It was an emergency application. Then I wouldn't call that a successful stop. You know, It's best not to use the emergency application in revenue service unless it is a real emergency. Do not scroll back in this live stream, by the way, because I did use the emergency application in one of those stations. Yep. But it's best not to use it in revenue service. I wouldn't call that a successful stop. It would be nice to see if they could put the North London line in the game. And you can see the North London line come off from right there, connect with the Bakerloo, and terminate on the middle track with the Class 378s. I would love to see the overground. That'd be nice. Perfect stopping position is because I was playing and someone on Reddit looked up and I saw that I was halfway down the platform. Last time I was driving a train and I was on Reddit at the same time was when I was making my Bakerloo line. I was doing speed limits going southbound towards Elephant and Castle. I still have that document. But I was doing three things at once. I was driving the train, writing on a notepad all of the speed limits, and trying to type on Reddit. Didn't turn out too good. I accidentally overran Waterloo. It's easy to know the stops without the HUD. I know the German route stopping points all over the place. Really? I wished all the stations in the German routes had the H marker, like the stop marker. Means then I wouldn't need the HUD. But I still do kind of need the HUD because PZB, Lord Jesus, PZB is very frustrating. Let me tell you that. I could do the HUD without on the Bakerloo line. I just need to actually be paying attention. Y'all seen me do the HUD off thing just now with LIRR. If you scroll back, I did the whole thing with the HUD off. So I know how to do some of the routes with the HUD off. It's just, it takes a lot of focus, you know. If they were to give me a New York City subway route, trust me, I would be HUD off all the time. I know all the speed limits, all the stopping points. I always find myself overrunning this station too, but it's always on the other platform. I remember this is the station where the platform monitors clip through the side of the train. Yeah, it's brutal. Yeah, PZB is so unforgiving. I was doing a run yesterday with the 423 coming out of Augsburg. I did a scenario planner. And I remember I was coming into Mammendorf, and all of a sudden it tripped my my brakes for no apparent reason. It just told me 500 kilohertz. Like what? I could do HUDless on West Somerset, East Coast Way, and Bakerloo. I can only do it on East Coast Way, Long Island, and Bakerloo, and that's on some places in Long Island because I don't usually do Penn Station or Ronkonkoma. Sometimes I'll do Penn Station to Hempstead though, but I could do it HUD off between Hempstead and Atlantic Terminal or Atlantic Avenue, whichever one you want to call it. Bakerloo, I can only do HUD off going southbound, like all the way going southbound, and I could do HUD off on the overground section going northbound. And with East Coast Way, I could do HUD off when going to Seaford, but I can't do it going to Eastbourne. 6-car trains to Atlantic, yeah. Those be best. Can't wait for MTA to finally give Dovetail the permission to put the M9s in the game. Those would be lit to see. Maybe use this the livery design to make a better wrap than the chromo wrap, since a lot of people don't like it. And maybe they could finally add automated announcements. Yeah, Port Washington would be good. Port Washington. definitely. Port Washington branch. Go over Main Street, yo. See the 7 train too. Like, I know there's one spot on the Port Washington line where you get to see the whole of Corona Yard. It's actually called Corona Yard, named before the virus. But yeah, it's Corona Yard 7 train. Greenport. Peninsula Corridor with the baby bullet. It's cool. Greenport though. Hold up. Let me make sure I'm paying attention since we got a unnecessary red signal at the end. I think I overdid it on the brakes. Greenport with the DM30 ACs. I don't use that lot of double R that much. I don't really know much about this station. I'm trying to search it up right now. Seems interesting, I guess. Verona Cruise. Sir Cruise. It'll turn green once you close the doors. Yeah, but that's not how it's supposed to be. The signal is supposed to be green all the time unless there is a train in the next block. And if there was a train in the next block, the previous signal would have been yellow. This red signal is unnecessary. If this was real life, I shouldn't close the doors until that signal turns green, but it's the other way around. Corona means crown in Spanish, so Crown Yard is in Queens. Okay. You learn something new every day. I actually never knew that. I don't even call Corona Yard. I just call it 111th Street Yard, honestly. The Crown virus. That don't sound as intimidating as Corona. Greenport branch has no signals for quite a large portion of it. Well, it makes sense, because it's only DM30 ACs, and they don't run that frequently on LA Dorar from my knowledge. So I'm not really sure if they need too many signals along the line. It's not like it's frequent, like the Hempstead branch, where they need to have signals or signal points about every mile, every half a mile or so for ATC to give instructions to the operator. Single track, I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, I believe when I was just looking at it just now, it looked like it was single track. At the next station, I'll try and get the map opened up so I can see if it has a lot of content they can include. I like to see trains running to Babylon in the game. Babylon or the Full Round Konkoma branch. Or better yet, the Far Rockaway branch will be nice as well. Might as well include the whole of Long Island Railroad, honestly. I think we deserve it. Alright, let me check this out then. Miss Hot Wheels. Horrible memories. Let's see. Greenport. Well, it looks like there's a good amount of stations running up to Greenport. Oh, it's yeah. So I see now. Yeah, it splits off of the Ronkonkoma branch at Ronkonkoma. I think the rest of the line is not electrified. So they run DM30ACs up the rest of it, I guess. Let's lock the doors. Do you use Long Island Railroad regularly, IRL? No. Um, I've been on Long Island Railroad Road once, literally for one station between Atlantic Terminal and what's it called, Jamaica. I've been on Metro North more times than Long Island Railroad, but I have seen a lot of stuff about Long Island Railroad. Like, um, being at Penn Station, I've um, definitely watched some of the trains go by with Amtrak, Long Island Railroad, and New Jersey Transit. Yeah, that's really. I know a fair bit about Long Island Railroad, but I'm more of a Metro North type of person because Metro North goes through my old neighborhood, down my block at 125th Street. It's past Ronkonkoma where people have to transfer to diesel service. Yeah, so I'm assuming that's where. So I'm assuming the third rail stops just after Ronkonkoma. How do you open the doors without the HUD? I use tab, but without HUD, it's not possible if I'm not wrong. So I'm on console right now. I'm using the controller with the immersion controls. That's the new control scheme for Trains in World 2. You press left on the D-pad to open the left doors, right on the D-pad to open the right doors. With the classic controls, you have to hold left on the D-pad, and you can only do that with the HUD actually being on. But since I'm using immersion controls, I can turn off the HUD and open the doors. I actually like immersion controls. I find it, only reason I really like immersion controls is because you don't get the annoying pop-up menus when you want to open doors and stuff. Like, you can just do this, boom, quickly get to that instead of having to hold the button, switch to this, then switch to that. I like just being able to press it once. Basically use the immersion controls. I wouldn't say just use that, find out what suits you best. But I prefer the immersion controls. Did you buy HMA? Yes, I did yesterday. I actually streamed it yesterday as well. And that's going to be our next route that we're going to do after this. We're going to do some S-Bahn services on HMA. HMA is good so far. I like the BR423. Frame rate isn't too bad. I've only noticed stuttering and frame drops coming into Munich, and I've noticed it real bad. I was driving the S-Bahn service coming out of Augsburg. I was using a scenario planner, and it dropped to like 5-10 FPS. Like, it was real bad. I've never seen frame rates that bad in TSW. Freezing? Yeah, though, I've gotten some occasional freezes, but they've only been like 2-3 seconds at most. It's mainly the frames, honestly. It's if I were to compare it to something, it's like the Bakerloo Line on this not elevated. I'm talking about New York here. On this overground portion, or LIRR coming into Jamaica. Frame drops when leaving the tunnels a bit. Yeah. TSW1 controls were janky, like selecting stuff on the pop-up menu, but TSW is better. Yes, I do prefer TSW2 controls. The classic controls are annoying with the pop-ups. That's all I gotta say. The pop-ups, they're annoying. And with the immersion controls, you can just get. I don't like the having. You see the little dot, just sensor. I don't like having that. I like being able to just do that and get rid of it. Yeah, performance is kind of low around Munich. I noticed it real bad on the S-Bahn. I'm just glad the frame drops aren't horrible, like too bad, like game breaking. We need Berlin S-Bahn, definitely. With the 481s, I believe they're the 481s and the 482s. We definitely need Berlin S-Bahn, Berlin S-Bahn and Berlin U-Bahn. I like the U2 from Berlin. Alright, next stop is the final station here on Wealdstone. I believe this is Kenton, North Wembley. So you got the overground roundel here too. I don't understand why they couldn't give us the overground, you know. But dovetail, I guess. I like the door tones on the U-Bahn and the U5 is my favorite route. Yeah, door tones are kind of nice. I like the rolling stock on it, honestly. I like the elevated portions. From what I've seen, it has some elevated portions. I like those a lot. Alright, it's been a little while, so I'm gonna say it again. If you are new to the stream, new to the channel, and you haven't already, consider liking the video and hitting the subscribe button. You know, we're on the path to 200 subscribers by the end of December or by January 13th. Just around the midpoint of January, you know, we're on the road for 200 subs. So consider hitting the subscribe button and the like button on the video. We're about halfway there, so yeah, Central Berlin is nice. I was looking on Google Earth at Alexanderplatz. I hope I pronounced that correctly. I was looking on Google Earth at that station, and it looks like a complex network of it. The S-Bahn station. I'm trying to say, or at least I think it was the S-Bahn station. It looked like it was overground or elevated. We have reached the final station, so we're going to shut down the train. Gonna come into the thing with the stabling tail lights, turn on the full tail lights, gauge lights off, trip lights. And that is how you shut down a 72 stock train in under 15 seconds. Marked is a cool station for the S-Bahn. Yeah, they have a lot of nice stations. My only issue with the Berlin S-Bahn is most of the stations that I've seen is like on a grand scale. Like it would take a lot of work to build all of those stations for one route. Because if you think about it this way, right? Think of Reading and Paddington, right? Those are two very big stations, the main stations on GWR, right? There's only two of those big stations with mad platforms and stuff, right? But then on the Berlin S-Bahn, you have multiple of those stations along the route. It's going to take Dovetail a long time to build something like that, and it's definitely going to take a lot of performance out of consoles. That's my only worry is about some of those like Berlin routes. That's why I think they're sticking to the routes they already got, like that type of pattern. If we reach the end, better give me a gold. There we go. That's what's up. Finally reached level 81 and 72 on the 72 stock. We're only one station overrun at Kensal Green and Maida Vale. Really Maida Vale. So that was good. Now we're gonna hop on HMA. Do some S-Bahn stuff. Let me go get my keyboard so I could work with PZB. It's been 2 hours. Yeah, it's going on about 2 hours. Minus the little 10 minutes I took in the beginning to get everything set up. So yeah, we're just reaching that 2 hour mark. I don't want these streams to be too short, you know? I don't want them to just be like an hour long. I don't really want them to be real long though. My username for TSW is Buckfest Billy. I mean, it doesn't really matter what your username is for TSW because it's not like you're online or anything. It's not like most people are gonna see it anyway, unless you're doing YouTube like this. That's why I just have my YouTube username here. So we're gonna do some stuff with the 423. I don't know. Matter of fact, let's do some journey mode. Why not? Let's do the S3 to Mammendorf. That should be real cool. Buskfist is a Scottish alcohol. It's not bad, but I prefer rum. Never knew that. I mean, that name sounds interesting, honestly. So we're just gonna load into this route here. See what the S-Bahn has in store for us. Let's see if they try and trip my brakes with the PZB again. Most likely they will. Let's be honest. Someone say alcohol. There you go. Someone said it. Drive this S-Bahn S3 service westbound as far as Mammendorf. 10-4, mate. Let's get our FIS set up. 2. We're doing the S3 to Mammendorf. YouTube emotes are trash, honestly. I'm looking at it right now on the computer, and it does not resemble what it looks like on mobile. Let's turn on the AC. Look at that. This is what we need more of. More services on these routes. And here comes the frame drops. Great. Got Android. Ooh. Android's cool though. Can't really hate on Android too much. Unless you're a hardcore Apple fanboy, which I'm not gonna say I am or am not. But I'm not hating on Android every second of the day. Android's cool. Oh, hold up. There we go. Ah. Sigh, I am. Sigh, I am. Right. 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 This is my first S-Bahn service for today, so I feel like I'm going to overrun some stations. Yeah, the BR423 is real quick. It's quick to accelerate, but slow to actually stop. Horrible brakes. What you need a Q-tip for? Yeah, the H is for stopping. It's not going to be at every station, so you kind of got to pay attention to the top left where it's telling you to stop, but usually the H is where you stop. It's going to be the second H because you're running an 8-car train. So the first one will be 4 cars, the second one will be 8 cars, and the third one will most likely be 12 cars. A cotton bud. I mean, over here they're called Q-tip. Mystic Q-tip. Right. On the next live stream, you're just gonna show up in chat as Mystic Q-tip with a whole new logo and everything. Better stick with it for now. YouTube's not gonna recognize you the next time you change your name. Look at that perfect stopping position, yo. Master operator up in here. Need to get a nice little screenshot of this. need to wait 90 days to fix your typo. There's a way to get around that, but you're gonna need to create a whole new channel, right? So if you have this thing called a brand channel, right, you can change your name however many times you want, and however, like, whatever time frame. The 90 days thing only applies to like your original channel. So like when you first get a Google account, that will be your original channel. The 90 days thing only applies to that one. Or at least that's how it used to be. I don't know how it works anymore, because I don't use my original one. I don't use my brand accounts. Now we gotta be careful over here, because the last time we left the station, we had a PZB mistake, and we couldn't figure out how to get the train moving again. I do not take responsibility for that mistake yesterday. It was totally the PZB fault, but yeah. So we want to stop at the end of the platform here. Turn off the AC, it's getting kind of loud in here. So if I remember this correctly, we gotta stay below 90 kilometers per hour or 80 to make sure PZB in the 1000 hertz does not trip our brakes. So we're going to keep it around 50 to 60. When you're going to stream on Xenos. Well, right now with the growth rate of this channel, I'm not focusing much on Xenos. And I haven't, because all I'm doing on that channel is Minecraft, honestly. And I don't have any more ideas for Minecraft. So I'm just gonna stick to this channel. I like how this one is so far. This one has a lot of potential, so might as well stick with it. Slowly mix the two eventually. Yeah, I'm thinking of that, but that's in the future. Honestly, I want to work on this one more than my other one, because my other one, I'm still not sure what I want to turn that channel into, because Minecraft is kind of a stale game at this point. I don't want to really do Let's Plays on that channel or like any type of regular gaming videos. So I might just stick with this channel and just stream games on Twitch or something like that. But that'll come way in the future. Like, I want to just focus on this channel for right now. I really like where this is going. There was the first stutter. So we're coming into Munich passing here. Yes, Mystic Mafia will definitely soon grow. Grow into something real big. it can only really grow into something real big, when the rest of the crew starts with the cave updates. We still talking about Minecraft here? They have cave updates. I don't play survival or anything that involves those new updates. Last update that really gave me new stuff to mess with was um, when they added Blackstone, and I was only able to mess with Blackstone for a little bit before they updated the textures, and I don't like how the textures look anymore. So did no one just catch that little freeze right there, that whole 6-second freeze? I can't wait until they stabilize this route. It'll be so good when it doesn't freeze like that anymore. So I believe LZB just got cut off, which means we are free to follow regular speed limits, and PZB now, which means we don't need to worry about any unnecessary tripped brakes. I wonder if in the future they'll add the layers onto this route and have the BR425s running down alongside the S-Bahn. That'd be nice to see, have express trains running alongside. I wonder where the regional express trains would run upon though, like, I wonder if they run along these tracks or if they have their own dedicated tracks. I'm trying to be a voice actor. In a few years, Ubisoft gonna call you to voice the next protagonist in Watch Dogs, if they don't stick with this play as anyone thing. Now my YouTube is like my Twitch. I mean, but do you post meme videos on Twitch? You know, you can't really post regular videos on Twitch. You remove the meme videos? Why? What you gonna be working on next? Look at the IC passing by. No, a double unit. That's cool. Interesting. Nice to see some express trains running along the local trains. Hopefully, whenever I get my computer and internet, I'm gonna try to do games. Always play games on max difficulty. Yo, that type of just regularly playing games, it's a oversaturated market, bro. That's why I'm saying I'm not really going to do Let's Plays, because I think streaming games would be the best way to go, because you can still have that regular audience instead of being on YouTube regularly, just creating videos. You never know what people is just going to search for, you know. Especially when you got people like the Rad Brad, you know, those other YouTubers who's doing regular Let's Plays. It's going to get more and more difficult for smaller channels to make videos like that and still get views. That's why I have this channel here that's in a kind of niche area where not many people is doing videos like this. So I'm mostly at the top when you search certain things for train sim. Post vids every month, but stream mad games weekly. I mean, that probably would be cool. Like, what I think the best thing to do probably would be is like you stream normally, right? But then you get little clips from the streams, you cut them up, put a little recap of the stream on your YouTube channel, and be like, if you want to see the full thing, go over to my Twitch or tune into the streams. That's what I'm thinking on starting to do, or doing on my YouTube channel. Or not this one, the other one. Your grammar with an E. Another express train. Single unit this time. So what I'd like to see with this stream is we doing basically as well as we did yesterday, you know. Constant viewers, that's cool. You know, if you're new to the channel, you're checking out the streams for the first time, never seen me before, you know, check out the other content on the channel. My other videos, I make guide videos on train sim all the time. Make a lot of suggestion videos on train sim, so go check that out. Consider liking the video, the live streams, and subscribe to the channel. Helps out a lot. Manendorf, S3. 728 to Mizak. Hope I pronounced that correctly. I like that these countdown clocks actually work. You can see my train is a minute late. Don't want to call it the R word. I seen it on the train sim forums. If you're late, it has the R word with RETAR with another letter at the end. Yes, they are trash. I feel like we discussed this yesterday. Very nice, like coming around this little hillside edge right here with the local trains running lower than the expresses. It's kind of nice. This route is very peaceful, very calm. Optimum is trash. Yes, they are. Experiencing difficulties. You sound like Google. What I don't understand is who puts a signal in the middle of the platform? Besides New York, who decides to put a signal in the platform? If this signal was red, I would have hit it because it's in the platform instead of over here. I don't understand. No other place but New York does that. And even New York knows not to turn it red. But I've just thought about this because I've seen a red signal while coming into a platform before. I have a feeling it's because the LZB on the route, but still. It makes no sense to have a signal right here when you could have easily moved it back a couple of feet to like right here. Still, it makes no sense. People leave without saying Bob. Facts. So I think after this last service with the S-Bahn, we're going to conclude the stream. I think 2.5, 3 hours, I think that's enough for a day. I still got to record a train guide video for this train right here, which is the BR423. So expect that to be coming out sometime next week. Expect it on Monday, actually. So and I might do another. I'm not really sure about this one, but I may do another stream tomorrow. I doubt I will, but yeah, I'll probably do another one tomorrow on Bus Simulator. Alright, see you. So we're gonna close the doors here. We're moving towards Mammendorf again. We should only have like, yeah, we got like maybe 5 stops left. Seems like the rest of these stations are kind of close up together, so these really feel like local stops. Gotta make sure we don't come into the station too quickly, so we don't overrun it. Another perfect stop. BR423 is a real fun train to operate. Another service coming this direction, going back towards Munich. I like seeing those frequent local services just a couple of minutes behind each other. So our next station is in about 3 kilometers, so we've got a ways to go. Enjoy the speed of this route. Seems like we got just a little bit more to go. About a kilometer out. And that is a yellow signal. We have a 1,000 hertz PZB restriction now. So we need to drop below 80 kilometers per hour. We want to drop to about 75. Give ourselves a 5 kilometer an hour gap. But we want to continue dropping speed since we are entering the station. And the brakes on these units aren't ideal for short stopping services at these speeds. And they've just given us a 500 hertz PZB restriction because the next signal is a red. I'm gonna stop right here. But the next signal is a red. The signal's probably gonna change after we're done loading passengers. Yeah, perfect stop. So I'm not sure why the signal hasn't changed yet. I'm a little worried that this might be a glitch. So I'm gonna just pull up a little bit more on it. Knowledge Sifa. So dispatch is telling us to wait for the signal to change. So I'm just gonna open the doors here, and we're gonna wait for the signal to actually change. Hopefully it changes soon. Although I have a strange feeling that this is a glitch, and we might need to do the red light glitch. Oh, guess not. We probably needed to wait for that train to come out of the one track section. It was a good ride, yeah. Ah, damn. I didn't notice. PZB restricted me to 45. We should be good now. Facts, it's always PZB. I was hoping we wouldn't have any PZB failures on this run, but it's always PZB. Need to play more bus sim. Yeah. Let me just yep, restricted to 45. Make sure we don't exceed that limit. Yeah, bus sim is good. I think I said this before. Bus sim is good. It gets kind of repetitive, going around the same map every time, you know. Oh. Coming up on 45. It's kind of repetitive, going around the same map over and over again. It's a small map, with the same bus lines, you know. Yeah, restricted to 45. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah, I was about to exceed the limit again and have PZB go crazy. I should be good though. I don't know why I'm still in a PZB monitoring state. We're good now. With PZB, it's a lot of concentration you need to have. You need to pay attention a lot, like pay heavy attention to signals and what's going on in your cab. Because if you're not paying attention to what's going on in your cab, like monitoring state of PZB, you might accidentally exceed the 45 or 80 km/h limit and have PZB come down harder. Balls. Time is it over there? It is 5:42 New York time. That's EST, so it's 5:42 p.m. So still relatively early. So I think we got one stop left. Yep, we have one station left on the service, which is the last stop Mammendorf, last stop of the S3 service. You know, if you're new to the channel, make sure you check out some more content on the channel. You know, like the live stream if you haven't already. Subscribe, and be on the lookout for a new video on the BR423, which is this train I'm driving right here. It's going to be a train guide type of video, talking about how you're supposed to operate it, how to set it up and all that. So that should be coming out either Monday or Thursday, Monday or Wednesday actually. So be on the lookout for that. I'll also be releasing another video on another Train Sim World suggestion, so also be on the lookout for that one. Got another yellow signal, which is probably going to put us in a... Guess not. Still, that was a yellow, so I want to slow down. Make sure PCB doesn't try anything. Another yellow signal, so we're going to keep it at 75. That next yellow signal is probably going to give us, it's probably going to put us in a PCB monitoring state. Yeah, would have if we was traveling over 80. So we're going to accelerate back up to 70, 75. I don't think I needed to acknowledge that last signal right there, or that one up there, but I do know that we gotta come to the station at a reduced speed. So this is the last stop on this train. Hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. Really thank you if you was here the whole time. If you joined at a later time, thank you as well for joining into the live stream. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please consider liking it, and you know, check out more videos on the channel. Catch you guys in the next video or stream. Peace.